Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Spartans Center in Richmond. Tonight, the Red Devils back home. They'll take on the Spartans of Connersville in a non-conference matchup. Richmond looking to rebound after a tough loss last night. They lose to Tech by a final of 56-54. We'll talk more about that game coming up in just a moment. They'll take on a Connersville team, undefeated so far this season. We'll also scout this Connersville team in just a couple of moments, as well as Kerry Brown has his team off to a very, very good start. Great to have you with us on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Well, the Red Devils are trying to find an answer. Will they find it tonight where they can get back on the winning side of things? They've only won once this year, but they've had two close losses. And last night was a game in which they fell down 18-6 after the opening period of play. They rebounded well in the second quarter, outscored the the Titans 19-10 in the second quarter, and then again in the third quarter managed only 9 points and were outscored 17-9, made a nice run, had a chance at the end to at least either tie or even win the game with about 13 seconds remaining, could not get a shot off as time ran out, and the Red Devils lost it 56-54. So the Red Devils now 1-5 on the season. When we come back on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we're going to hear from head coach for the Red Devils, Rick Wedlow. Will get his thoughts about last night's game. We'll get his thoughts about what to expect tonight. Connersville, again, they're going to play good defense. They're going to slow things down. The Red Devils have played at least one team this year that was more of a slow-down team, and that was Jay County here at the Spartans Center. So we'll get the head coach's thoughts coming up next. Stay right there. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Troy Dargowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU, focused on you.
Rick, last night, I know that you're frustrated in a couple of ways, and certainly now you got to find a way to come back in 24 hours and try to do it again. What did you guys learn from the last double weekend, now to this double weekend, to try to make sure that you come away with a win here tonight?
Well, first off, everybody have to do their job, and start with the coaching staff. We have a job to do, and our kids have a job to do, and we ask our kids to just to do 1/5 of their job, and that's just 5 guys on the floor, and everybody got a job to do. And it all starts with coming out with the right mentality, playing with their hearts, and obviously playing with a good mind in terms of playing smart and so forth. But we have to have good intensity tonight. It's one of them nights where I wish I can play with these guys because there's some stuff inside of me right now where I just want to play, and obviously I can't play, but I've never experienced as a player being 1-5, and if I was 1-5, there was some stuff I was going to make sure I lay it on the line, and I'm going to go down swinging early, and I'm going to let the next opponent know I'm here to play, and it's going to be a long day. So hopefully our guys will eventually take up on my personality in terms of being a warrior and being a dog and having that refuse to lose mentality.
You got off to a slow start last night, but then things turned around in the second quarter, and then you got off to a good start in the third quarter, and then it was kind of an ebb and flow type thing where it was up and down. Can you find some consistency where it's maybe not so many lows? I mean, I love the highs, but not as many lows where you just aren't getting the points, and maybe the transition defense isn't where you want it to be in the rebounding as well?
Well, we got to go back to the fact that, I know we're in our 6th game or 7th game, but, we're playing with a team with only 2 guys that have any varsity experience. And it's not an excuse, it's a fact. And so there's a lot of hard lessons to learn. We could easily be, 5-1 with a few breaks here and there, but unfortunately we're not. Other than the North Central game, we've always had a chance to win the game. And so, there are some positives, in the fight, but we just have to figure out a way to put together 32 minutes. Connersville is a tough opponent. Again, they're well coached, and they're just going to plod down the floor, and they'll get up and down when they can. Grant Smith is an all-state type of player and a heck of an athlete, and he's a player. And so, we will have our hands full tonight trying to slow him down a little bit. And then Bo Isaacs, he's a good inside-outside threat, and then they all kind of play their roles. Garrett Silcott, he's a good player. He's been playing since his freshman year. He's not shooting the ball particularly well, but he drives the ball hard, and he's a good defender, and he looked like he's gotten a lot stronger. And so, we're looking forward to maybe Christian bouncing back and being a little smarter. I mean, we need better leadership, out of the guys that have experience, and guys have to, stay to the calls, and that's playing hard and playing together and playing for each other. Connersville, they haven't played quite the schedule that we've played. And Kerry Brown is a smart coach. He's a good coach. He knows that we haven't played the same kind of schedule, and so this is a good measuring stick for them as well. And we're hoping to pull this thing out tonight because we need one, man.
Last night, I think you had 29 free throws. Because when you guys were getting to the basket, and I'm going to use a couple of your players as an example, when they started driving and getting to the basket, you're getting to the free throw line. Talk a little bit about the aspect of those guys not settling for the three, and every once in a while, make sure you put that ball on the floor and get to the hoop.
Well, when you watch, film of Connersville, some of the opponents they played, Shelbyville got to the rim on them a little bit. Pendleton got to the rim on them a little bit, and they're going to play their shell defense. They're going to sit inside the three-point line and dare to shoot. But with good ball movement and good body movement, there are some gaps to attack. And you can't, take the space they're giving you and settle for shots. You have to keep putting pressure on the paint, finish strong. You got to shoot pull-ups because they set up for charges very well. This is a game where you have to have a runner, a teardrop. You have to go under control once you get in the paint. You can't just leave your feet out of control or they're going to take the charge. But if we move the ball and move the ball effectively and pick and choose our spots, wisely, on the sweep and go, then I think we'll be okay.
As you said, they're going to slow this thing down. You've seen a slow-down game yet this year. I mean, you have. It isn't like it's anything new to you. Your team adjusts to that pretty well. Do you feel that that's because last night it was up and down the floor? Tonight's not going to be that way.
Well, we've had a couple of different styles that we've played, and fortunately for us, we found a way to get that win versus Jay County. Jay County is closer to the style they play. East Central was kind of a slow-down style as well. So, a couple of teams that we have faced play a similar style, but I don't think any of them had the type of athlete as Grant Smith. And so, he can take over a ball game. He can play above the rim. He's shooting the ball a lot better. And, we'll have to do a better job of speeding these guys up and not let them get comfortable. When they get comfortable, they're pretty good. And so we're going to have to fly around and, trap and press. They may score some, but we can't get discouraged because if it's the right tempo, I think we should be okay.
Rick, do you need, certainly from a standpoint of getting more off of your bench, no scoring off your bench last night, is that something that concerns you at all right now?
Yeah. In fact, we're looking to change some things up. AJ didn't score last night.
I don't think he did. He had a few rebounds, but I don't think he scored.
Well, I thought AJ brought some good stuff off the bench from a rebounding perspective. But we're going to put him back in the lineup tonight. We'll bring Tylee off the bench tonight. We'll go Trey, Christian, Rick, Keyshawn, and AJ. Try to get some good balance on rebounding, and we can get out and press a little bit and still have some rim protectors in the back.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when AJ, at least it appears to me, when AJ's in there with Keyshawn, you do have two guys that will go to the basket for as far as rebounding.
Yeah, I mean, rebounding has been a big focus for our team in practice over the last few weeks, and we're hoping to maintain that, but we also need some additional help from our guards. Our guards are looking to get out and run before we secure the rebound, and fundamentally, that's not winning basketball. So we got to get back to doing winning things, making winning plays, such as getting the long rebounds, and then I think we'll be okay.
All right, Coach, listen, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Head Coach Rick Wedlow will certainly see if all that comes to fruition here tonight as the Red Devils again look to rebound from that tough loss last night to Indianapolis Tech. We'll come back and scout this Connersville team next, brought to you by Harrington Hoke Insurance. At Harrington Hoke, they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes, and they are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoke.com. Harrington Hoke, you got this. We'll come back with that scouting report next. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50 only at Subway. Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Tomorrow, the meatball marinara. And, of course, as you get ready for a brand new week on Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. And, of course, later on we'll be naming the Subway sub of the game. Tell you what we'll do. We'll come back. We will scout the Spartans coming up in just a couple of moments. I do believe we will have the national anthem here in just a moment as well. We'll get a chance to check out the TEC as well as the NCC and the area schedule and much, much more coming up right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, you are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive, and so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Did you know Richmond High School offers 15 advanced placement courses through a partnership with the University of Notre Dame? Did you know Richmond High School had the first high school orchestra in the United States? And did you know Richmond High School is home to a national championship team in the Business Professionals of America? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Back at the Tiernan Centers, we get set for tonight's matchup, the Spartans and the Red Devils. Time for tonight's scouting report, brought to you again by Harrington Hoke Insurance. Well, I'll tell you what a job that Kerry Brown has done with his program for the Spartans. His 8th year at Connersville, 101 wins and 74 losses. This year, it's defense. Look what they're giving up, only 32.8 points per game. Never have scored a lot of points, but when they play the defense they play, they don't have to. 49.6 points per game. They're shooting 47% from the floor, 33% from three-point range, and 70% from the line. So when they get there, they will hit baskets and they'll hit free throws. 26 rebounds per game, 10 assists per game, 5.8 steals, 2.8 blocks, and just 7 turnovers per game so far this year. They've had wins over Union County, Rushville, Shelbyville, Pendleton Heights, and South Dearborn. They beat Richmond last year in overtime, 52-47, and in the series over the last, at least recent series, Richmond does lead the series 20-6. Tonight, watch for senior Grant Smith. Their 6'6" post player. He can step out. He can also go inside. 16.2 points per game, 8.2 rebounds, and 2 blocks per contest. His high this year, 27 against Union County. Junior Grant Silcott, the 6-foot guard, 10.6 points per game, 5.2 assists. His high, 24 against Pendleton Heights. And then senior Bo Isaacs, another 6'4" forward, 8.8 points per game and 6.6 rebounds. Those are the 3 top players for the Connersville Spartans coming into tonight's game. We'll come back. When we do, we'll check out the NCC as well as the area games and much more. Stay right here. This is the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here's what happened last night in the NCC as Anderson beat Muncie Central 56-53. It was Kokomo downing Marion 67-61. Tech over Richmond's 56-54. Logansport down Lafayette Jeff 77-62. And it was McCutcheon over Harrison 71-69. Tonight again, Connersville, Richmond. Delta's at Muncie Central. Marion home against Fort Wayne Dwenger. Jeff taking on Guerin Catholic. Tech is on the road at Cathedral. Kokomo travels to Huntington North. Logansport at Maconaquah. Winnemac is at McCutcheon and Anderson home as they take on Zionsville. In the TEC last night, Hagerstown a winner over Centerville, 63-55. Northeastern, how about this low-scoring game? They beat Shenandoah 35-33. Tri was a winner over Cowan, 57-43, and it was Winchester beating Union County 57-53. Tonight, Lincoln on the road at Eastern, Hancock, Hagerstown at Monroe Central. That National Trail Centerville game, it has been postponed. Seton is against, in fact, they're playing Northeastern tonight up at Earlham. That game will not tip off till 8:30. Brian Cox will have the call of that game right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Tri is at Union City. In the Mid-Eastern Conference last night, Blue River beat Daleville 53-42. Monroe Central over Union 74-38. And Wapahani beat Westdale 63-39. Tonight, Alexandria is at Wapahani, Daleville at Westdale. Also, Hagerstown at Monroe Central, and Randolph Southern plays at Fort Wayne Smith Academy. And in the Eastern Indiana Conference, Connersville, how about this? They're on top of the conference at 2-0. Franklin County 1-0. Batesville and Greensburg also at 1-0. Lawrenceburg 1-1. East Central, no record yet so far in the Eastern Indiana Conference. South Dearborn 0-2, and Rushville is at 0-3. So that's a look at what is happening in the NCC and around the area. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy those huge selection of cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and many, many more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted #1 in the entire state, and proud to be your favorite donut shop, home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around. Square Donuts of Richmond. Starters coming up next. The tip-off right around the corner. It's Connersville and Richmond right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No. At FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. They have an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on that transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice, and it'll go in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. You can call him at 969-3400. Again, 969-3400. Here's how Connersville will line up tonight. Garrett Silcott is a 6-foot junior. He'll start at guard. He wears number 12. Also at guard, 6 foot and a sophomore, number 30, Noah Belt. At forward, 6'6", and a senior, number 40, Grant Smith. At center, 6'3" and a senior, number 50, Dalton Huffman. And at forward, 6'4" and a senior, number 52, Bo Isaacs. So again tonight for Connersville, it's Silcott, Belt, Smith, Huffman, and Isaacs. For the Red Devils, Rick Wedlow is a 6-foot guard, just a freshman, wearing number 1. Keyshawn Clemens is a 6'6" post, a junior. He wears number 2. Trey Griffin is a 5'11" wing, wearing number 3. He's a senior. Christian Harvey at point, 6 foot and a junior, number 20. And A.J. Ferguson at forward, 6 foot and a senior, number 24. So again for the Red Devils, it's Wedlow, Clemens, Griffin, Harvey, and Ferguson. The tip is next. Stay right there. This is Red Devils basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Red Devils in home whites. The Spartans in their traveling red. Here we go. Spartans undefeated coming into this one. Red Devils trying to pick up win number 2 on the year. There you see Grant Smith, the 6'6 senior. He'll jump it up against Keyshawn Clemens. And this one is ready to get underway, about 10 minutes behind the original scheduled start time of 7:30. Tip will be won by Connersville. Silcott will be in the backcourt, and again, he'll get the start at point. He'll be guarded by Christian Harvey. Harvey sporting a headband here tonight. In the post now to Smith. They'll go down low. Huffman, layup good. Huffman will get the Spartans on the board. And they're going to work it down inside. They do have a little bit of a size advantage against Richmond here tonight. Here's Harvey at the point. Checked out front by Silcott. We'll see this Connersville team at the Wettig tournament once again this year. They made a nice run last year for the Red Devils. Here is Griffin. Down the lane, Harvey driving, lost it out of bounds off his leg. Richmond turnover. Red Devils last night did not score their first basket until about the 3:36 mark. In fact, that was their first point. I'll take that back. That was a free throw. Silcott across the timeline. Huffman hands off to the baseline. That'll be Belt. Once again, Grant Smith driving baseline. Pull-up jumper, no. He thought he got hit on the arm by Clemens. Red Devils get the rebound. Here is Wedlow. And the Red Devils work it back outside to Griffin. Griffin, he'll pull up on the jumper. Good. And that's where the Red Devils are better right there. When Griffin is moving with the basketball instead of standing and looking for the three. Tied at 2, 6:40 to go. Down the lane and a whistle and a foul. And tell you what, Silcott got the jump on Christian Harvey. And this will be a 2-shot foul.
Personal foul on the Red Devils. Number 2, Keyshawn Clemens.
So here is Silcott at the line. Free throw's good. 3-2 Spartans. Foul, by the way, on Keyshawn Clemens, he just picked up his first. Second free throw will go down, so Silcott on the board with 2. And the Spartans now lead this one 4-2. Red Devils basketball. Last night, they many times got caught standing and watching instead of moving, and, of course, Coach Wedlow gives them plenty of freedom. Here's Griffin. Ferguson as they'll run that weave. Wedlow back once again to Griffin. Three-pointer, no. Now, I don't think he wants to settle for that. Rebound, Clemens. Clemens put back underneath, good. And boy, that's anytime you get points out of Clemens, that is a huge bonus. Tied at 4. Silcott across the timeline against Harvey. Bo Isaacs will hand it off out front once again to Belt. Isaacs will spin to the baseline. He'll be fouled, and that'll be AJ's first. Well, these guys, when you look at Silcott, you look at Belt, Smith, Huffman, and Isaacs, they were an integral part of that sectional championship team last year. And here's Bo Isaacs. Mentioned as a team a 70% free throw shooting squad, so they're very disciplined at the line. Second one, nothing but net, and Isaacs on the board here tonight. 5:45 remaining. Richmond pushing the tempo once again. They want to get up and down the floor. Connersville not afraid to run, but they're more of a half-court team. Wedlow, little razzle-dazzle with the basketball, kicks it back outside now to Harvey. And that's where Richmond will reset their offense. They'll go the 2 high posts. Griffin off to the right, drives to the baseline, and stripped out of his hands, but a foul called on Grant Smith.
Griffin's going to go to the line. Foul is going to be on Grant Smith.
So Griffin will be there for 2. Connersville 5-0. They've won 2 games on the road this year. And boy, the Red Devils last night again shot a ton of free throws. So they got plenty of practice. They made 29 free throws last night. First one no good by Trey Griffin. Griffin back in for his second. And he missed them both. Rebound A.J. Ferguson. Here's Clemens. We'll find Harvey. Three-pointer deep. Got it. And the Red Devils now take the lead on that three-pointer. 7-6 Richmond. Here's a three-pointer the other way. That's an air ball by Bo Isaacs. Red Devils come out with it. Richmond back to the half court. Wedlow. Now we'll find Harvey. 4:50 to go here in period number 1. Harvey with a crossover. Step back. Pull-up jumper off the backboard. No good. And the rebound inside there by Dalton Huffman. That is Silcott across the timeline. Smith will step to the outside at 6'6". He can shoot the three, and there's going to be another foul call, and they're going to get Clemens for number 2. Clemens at a little bit of a disadvantage, not from a size standpoint. Both are at about 6'6", just a quickness standpoint. So now the Red Devils will go to their bench, and we will see now Tylee Hampton. So Richmond gets a little bit smaller right here. I like Clemens and A.J. Ferguson in at the same time because it gives them so much more rebounding. Connersville will go now with Braxton Reveille, a 5'8 junior, so when Richmond goes small, they can go small. That one powered up and missed inside by Isaacs. Here come the Red Devils. Richmond, good ball movement to Hampton. Once again, Ferguson, and here's Hampton. 4:15 remaining in period 1. Christian Harvey starts to penetrate. Now backs it up with the left hand between the circles, and Richmond will set it up once again. That is Harvey looking back at Coach Wedlow there at the bottom of your screen. Now it's Griffin at the right elbow. Hampton at the top of the key. Christian sizing up his defender. Nothing there, and nearly threw it away. Pass intended for Hampton, run down by Wedlow. Now Wedlow will try to break his defender down. Wedlow, fadeaway jumper on the baseline. No good. Ball tipped up in the air. And coming out with the Reveille for Connersville. Spartans basketball down by 1 here in the opening quarter. 3:33 to go. Once again, Silcott. Belt will take the handoff out front. Looking to make a move there against Wedlow, but Wedlow, good job defensively. Now the drive, and good block by A.J. Ferguson as he blocks the shot of Belt. Red Devils back the other way. Here's Christian Harvey, skip pass. Here's Griffin down the lane, and an offensive foul on Trey Griffin. Turnover number 2 on Richmond. You don't mind that play too much, simply because that's what you need Griffin to do. They've covered him up many times on the 3, and when he can be more of a threat on the drive, he's a better basketball player. So now it'll be Connersville ball. JV winning earlier tonight against Connersville, so Richmond hoping for the doubleheader sweep. Down the lane, that's too easy there for Silcott, and the Red Devils will have to find a way to cover that up. 8-7 Spartans. Here's Hampton, crossover to the right. Harvey with a basketball. Harvey left wide open inside A.J. Ferguson, and he missed the layup. Connersville back the other way. With the basketball is Reveille. In the corner once again to Silcott. Posting up down low is Isaacs, and A.J. almost lost him. The kick out. The shot fake, the drive, Reveille in the corner. Here's Silcott for 3, no. Long rebound, Harvey. Here comes Richmond. 3-on-2 break. Harvey sidesteps to the defender. Bucket is good, and he's fouled. Boy, nice play there by Christian Harvey. Able to get by the defender. Foul's going to be called on Reveille. That'll be his first. Harvey, 22 points last night as he continues to lead this team in scoring. Harvey's free throw is no good. Boy, the Red Devils 0 for 3 tonight from the line. We will see Dalton Huffman come back in the lineup for the Spartans. 9-8 Richmond, 2 minutes remaining, opening quarter. There's a nice drive and a bucket by Silcott. Foul's going to be called against Christian Harvey.
That foul's going to be against Harvey. His first 15th foul for the Red Devils. Dalton Huffman checking in for Connersville.
Huffman, as we mentioned, in the lineup now for the Spartans. And here is Silcott, Garrett Silcott. 6 points. Now make it 7. They're hitting their free throws. The Red Devils not hitting the free throws here early. 2-point lead now for Connersville. The Wedlow out front will now go to Griffin. Griffin with a right-hand dribble cut off defensively by Reveille. And once again, here's Christian Harvey. Sets the screen. In fact, the screen set by A.J. Ferguson. Harvey pulls up from 15, no. And the rebound by Bo Isaacs. Spartans with the basketball with 1:30 to go in the opening quarter. Silcott will find Smith. Launches the 3. Got it. That's what we meant. He can step out and hit the 3-pointer. And he did it right there. 14-9. Here's the drive. Finger roll good inside by Wedlow. And Wedlow taking it strong to the basket. Back to a 3-point lead. A little higher scoring game than we thought it might be so far. Entry pass, Isaacs. Isaacs with the left hand. Left it short. Contact underneath, no whistle. Back the other way. Here's Griffin. Hampton sets for 3 and got it. Downtown 3 for Ty Lee Hampton. And the Red Devils coming back with a 3 of their own, 14 all. Silcott on the drive, takes it right by A.J. Ferguson, missed the layup. Ferguson, quick outlet to Harvey. Harvey waiting for help as he glides to his left. And the clock down to its final 24 seconds. You can see the clock right there in the background. Who's going to set this screen here? In fact, they've gone double high there on this offense. So now Harvey can go whichever way he wants to go. Harvey with 9. Here's Wedlow off the elbow. Gets the screen from Hampton. Here's Harvey. 2 seconds, 1 second. Drives inside and missing it short is A.J. Ferguson. And that's going to do it for the opening period of play. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're tied at 14. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
You see Alston Bain. We talked with Alston this past week. He was now the all-time leader in wins in wrestling, Richmond's wrestling history. In fact, he went undefeated again today down in Columbus. Today's game brought to you in part by New Vision Sports. They have a skills academy that will continue to run through December the 28th every Wednesday from 5 until 8:30. For boys and girls of all ages, just $10. We work on the ball handling, passing, shooting, footwork, and defense. For more information on what the New Vision Sports Academy can do for you, give them a call or perhaps just go to their website for more information at newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z. Period number 2. We're tied at 14. Richmond will have the basketball to open things up here in this second quarter. Harvey, by the way, got rid of the headband, so that didn't last very long. Harvey on the right wing, back outside to Hampton. They'll cover him up with Isaacs. Here's A.J. back outside to Hampton. Hampton with a left-hand dribble, takes it baseline, reverses back, and kicks it once again out front to Harvey. A.J. will set that screen on the right. Here's Griffin. Griffin reverses it once again to Harvey. Shot fake, steps inside, kick out to Griffin for 3. Got it. Trey Griffin hitting the 3, and the Red Devils lead it by 3. Red Devils hitting the outside shot tonight. They weren't hitting anything last night early. By the way, in the ball game for the Red Devils is Marcus Leverett. Shot fake by Smith. Bounce pass to the baseline and just out of the reach of Huffman. First turnover for Connersville tonight. Again, they will not turn the ball over much. They don't even average 10 turnovers per game. 17-14, Richmond leading it by 3. That's Hampton across the timeline. Harvey working to his left. Harvey, nice crossover. Will pick up his dribble and give it back outside now to Hampton. Hampton on the drive. Nice to see this, but he will get fouled on the way to the basket and go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Dalton Huffman. He just picked up his first. But, boy, we've talked about this in the pregame. We've talked about it, in fact, the last couple of games. This is a different Richmond basketball team. They're better than their 1-5 record indicates when Hampton, Griffin, Wedlow, and Harvey all will put the ball on the floor and take it to the basket. People look at the record and say, wait a minute, they're 1-5, but bottom line is this is a better than a 1-5 team, but they got to do it consistently, not just for 3 or 4 minutes. They've got to do it the entire game. Second free throw good. Red Devils lead it by 5. 6:34 remaining here in period number 2. That is Silcott across the timeline. Here's Huffman on the right wing, back to Silcott. He'll set the screen. Huffman couldn't roll. Silcott feeds inside to Smith. Smith driving, can't get the shot to go. He thought he was fouled, no whistle. Back the other way. Here's Griffin, crossover, stripped out of his hands, turnover Richmond. Third turnover. On the steal that time is Huffman. Silcott on the wing to Isaacs. Isaacs looking inside, tipped right back to him by Christian Harvey. Good hands there by Harvey on the deflection. Here's Smith between the circles. Setting the high screen will be Huffman. Smith will drive, and he's going to get fouled by A.J. Ferguson. A.J. thought he was straight up and down, but the official said no, so A.J. just picked up his second. Smith with 3 at the line for the first time tonight. Unable to hit that one. Harvey's coming out of the ball game, which is a little bit of a surprise, as back in will be Wedlow. Second free throw, no good, so Smith missed them both. Red Devils will try to build on a 5-point lead. Here's Hampton crossing to the right. Griffin look for the step back, now with a left-hand dribble off to Wedlow. In the corner to Hampton. Hampton dribbles it out, nothing there, and the Red Devils reset it once again with 5:35 to go, period 2. Wedlow off the right elbow. A.J. setting that screen inside. Wedlow top of the key looking right and left. Will finally go to Griffin. Griffin right near the sideline in front of that Connersville bench will back it away. Guarded there by Noah Belt. Here's Griffin. Stops, looks inside to A.J. Ball loose. Turnover Richmond. It's number 4. Here come the Spartans back the other way. Belt driving and a foul called on Leverett.
2 shots coming up for Noah Belt. Personal foul is going to be on Marcus Leverett, who checked in to start the second quarter.
So Belt at the line for 2. Marcus will pick up his first. That's team foul number 7 now on the Red Devils. 5:10 to go before halftime. Belt getting on the board for the first time tonight. Christian Harvey back in. We'll see Trey Griffin sit down. Griffin along with Christian Harvey and Tylee Hampton, all with 5. Second free throw, no good. They were off to a good start from the free throw line, and since then have cooled off. Speaking of the Spartans, Ferguson looking left. Here's Hampton off the left wing. Gets the screen from Ferguson. Now will give it up once again to Harvey. Harvey cross over to the right hand. Back out once again to Hampton. And a double dribble on Hampton. Coach Wedlow looking at the official, and certainly last night there were a few times in which there were some questionable calls, but Red Devils will have to find a way to play through it. So now the Red Devils by 4. Here's Silcott on the drive. He will find Isaacs for 3. No good. Tipped by Smith, and I think they got Smith from behind, and they did. So Grant Smith just picked up his second. He will come out of the ball game. And we will see Hunter Sullenbarger come in, a 6'3 senior. Sullenbarger wearing number 5. So Connersville losing the scoring of Grant Smith. 4:42 remaining. 17 fouls on Richmond, 14 fouls on Connersville. And we're coming up on the halfway point here in the second quarter. Leverett playing down low. Here's Harvey. He will find Hampton. 3-pointer, missed it. Rebound battled for inside, and coming up with it will be Huffman. Huffman not a big guy from a standpoint, at least height, but a very big body. And we've got a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Silcott. Turnover number 2 on Connersville.
Garrett Silcott with the push.
So Silcott, boy, he got off to a good start with 7 points. He's not scored in the second quarter. In fact, the Red Devils have outscored the Spartans 5-1 in this second quarter, and we again got off to a good scoring start, 14-14 after 1, but a very low-scoring second quarter. Here's Harvey. A.J. will set that high screen. Harvey stops, nothing there, covered up quickly defensively by Silcott. Hampton back once again to Harvey. Harvey's trying to find a way to break down this defender because he's got a mismatch with Isaacs. Here's Wedlow. Back out to Hampton. Hampton with the left hand. He'll find Leverett. Drives in the lane, and that's going to be a foul call and a 2-shot foul. That'll be Noah Belt picking up the foul, and Marcus Leverett at the line. So here's Marcus Leverett looking to get on the board here tonight. Free throws on the way and good.
Checking in for Connersville, number 22, Dalton Lee.
New change here is we'll see Dalton Lee come in, and we've got a timeout on the floor. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond up by 5, 2015. This is Richmond basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Red Devils trying to give the Spartans their first loss of the season. Red Devils back to the line. Marcus Leverett. 3:35 remaining here in the first half. Marcus getting his first point of the night. And he'll step back in for number 2. After tonight, the Red Devils off until the wedding tournament. Second free throw missed, and the rebound by Huffman, and the Spartans now will be facing a zone trap. Red Devils a little bit of a change defensively. Here's Isaacs looking down low. Nice cut to the basket and a foul call, and that'll send Dalton Lee to the line. Well, that was a nice pass in the corner, and certainly Dalton Huffman, that nice bounce. And without even breaking stride that time was Dalton Lee. Hampton will pick up the foul. Well, like last night, the Spartans, like Richmond, had there for a while doing nothing but free throws. Second one missed. So still a 4-point lead for the Red Devils in the basketball as Hampton comes across the timeline. Red Devils really spreading it out right now, 3-14. Here's Harvey. Harvey to Leverett. Boy, he nearly traveled with it. Gives it off down to Hampton. Wedlow working on the right side, as is Leverett. That's Leverett at the elbow. Now with the left-hand dribble. Gives it off now to Harvey. Harvey, top of the key, and Richmond getting no movement right here offensively, and this is what hurt them last night. The Red Devils will reset it once again. Here's Harvey. Crossover to the right. He'll find Wedlow for 3, and Wedlow scores. He went down hard. Looked like it might have been a foul on the shot, but Wedlow gets his first 3. The Red Devils lead it by 7. Connersville basketball. Here is the drive. Turnover number 3. Red Devils the other way, and Wedlow gets hit on his way to the basket. He'll go to the line for 2, and I believe they're going to get Dalton Lee on the foul. Well, that's what makes Richmond even better when they force turnovers and can go in transition and get baskets. We will see a change here. Colton Davis is set to come in for Richmond. And here's Wedlow at the line. Wedlow with 5, now make it 6. A.J. Ferguson will sit down. Ferguson has been playing with 2 fouls, and so they'll get him out. Second free throw's on the way, and good by Wedlow. Red Devils now lead it by 9. Biggest lead of the ball game by either team. Now will Connersville respond? Here's Isaacs for 3, and right there, that's how you do it. Bo Isaacs gets the 3. He now has 5. That's their first basket of the second quarter. Back to a 6-point lead. And we're under 2 minutes remaining. Crowd picked up quite a bit since the JV contest and after the IU game was completed. Here's Harvey off the left wing. Harvey driving down the lane, and there's a no foul on that one. Boy, Sullenbarger got a piece of the arm, no whistle. Back there the way we go. Here is Isaacs for 3 again. Missed it. Rebound, put back, no good inside by Huffman. Red Devils back the other way. Here's Hampton. Hampton down the lane. Scoop shot, no. Tipped up by Davis. Spartans come out with it. Here's Silcott, and a foul on the way back, and they're going to get the foul call against Tylee Hampton. He apparently tripped Dalton Lee way behind the play.
Foul's going to be on Hampton, his second.
So we will go to the free throw line. Well, that was completely out of your view. It happened way down the floor behind the play near the Connersville bench. Trey Griffin coming in, and Tylee Hampton will sit down. That is the 9th team foul on Richmond. 1 and bonus here for Dalton Lee. Well, they're hanging right in there. Red Devils not able to put this team away so far. Had that 9-point lead. It's going to be cut to 4 right here, and it is. Red Devils haven't so far gained that killer instinct. Here's Harvey. Griffin, who just checked in, will go now to Wedlow. 1:10 remaining before halftime. Here's Harvey for 3. Got it. Nothing but net. Christian Harvey. (28-21). Silcott down the lane. Bucket good. He drew some contact, but no whistle. Red Devils have to do a better job on that interior. As back to a 5-point lead. Here's Harvey, and offensive foul is going to be called against Colton Davis.
Colton Davis on the personal. His first.
So Davis picks up the foul. Turnover for Richmond, since that's an offensive foul. That's turnover number 6. And Grant Smith will come back in, so Connersville's going to gamble a little bit right here. Huffman is out. Smith is in. 2 fouls right now for Grant Smith. 37 seconds remaining, but this will give them an opportunity to have another 3-point threat on the floor. Here's Lee. He'll find Smith, guarded there by Griffin. 24 seconds. Still plenty of time here for the Spartans. Here's Sullenbarger, and he'll hold it. Davis will come out. Of course, that's a mismatch from a speed standpoint. Once again, Silcott will drive down the lane, and he will pick up another opportunity to go to the line. I think they ended up getting Colton Davis again. Take that back. They're going to get Wedlow instead. So Wedlow picks up number 1, and here's Silcott at the line. 6.1 seconds remaining here in the first half, and boy, Connersville just hanging around still. Reveille has come in now, and they'll sit Smith down to make sure he doesn't pick up his 3rd. Second free throw now by Silcott. He's on the way and good. So Silcott gets them both. 3 seconds to go. Here's Harvey. 1 second remaining. Harvey at the buzzer. No, and that will do it. We've made it to halftime. And on your halftime scoreboard and the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, it's Richmond by 3. We'll come back with your halftime report in just moments. This is Richmond basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com. Did you know Richmond Schools offers an instrumental music program in grades 5 through 12? Did you know Richmond Schools offer classes in Chinese, French, and Spanish? And did you know Richmond offers a full slate of intermediate school athletic programs such as golf, swimming, volleyball, football, basketball, and baseball? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Troy Argowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Back once again here at the Tiernan Center. It is a night where the Devillettes have the young Devillettes here for the halftime entertainment. Red Devils on top 28-25. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Purdue Polytechnic. A Purdue degree is just down the road right here in Richmond. Purdue Polytechnic offers degrees in computer graphic technology, including web programming and design, animation, and game studies. Other degrees include industrial and mechanical engineering technology and organizational leadership. Purdue Polytechnic. The enrollment is year-round, so don't worry about that. You can get in at any time. Call 973-8228 or visit their website at purdue.edu/Richmond. Again, that's purdue.edu/Richmond. Halftime numbers, at least from a scoring standpoint. Connersville led by Garrett Silcott with 11. 3 points by Dalton Lee, 3 by Grant Smith, 5 points by Bo Isaacs, 2 points by Dalton Huffman, and a single point by Noah Belt. Right now, Grant Smith, the only Connersville player in foul trouble. He has 2. Red Devils good balanced scoring. 8 points by Christian Harvey, 7 by Ricky Wedlow, 5 points by Trey Griffin, 5 by Tylee Hampton, 2 points by Keyshawn Clemens, and then a single point by Marcus Leverett. Right now in foul trouble for the Red Devils, A.J. Ferguson with 2, and Keyshawn Clemens also with 2. So that's where we stand at halftime, 28-25. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Harrington Hoke Insurance. You know, they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes, and they're a one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call if you want more information at 962-9502 or go to their website at harringtonhoke.com. Harrington Hoke, you got this. We'll come back. The second half is right around the corner. Stay right there. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
When it comes to coverage of high school, college, and professional sports in Richmond and Wayne County, Radio Troy Digital Sports is a game changer. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski. We are now your one-stop website for the best sports coverage in the area. From the Red Devils to the Colts and the Hoosiers, we have you covered. Check out the daily sports page, player and coach interviews, play-by-play of high school and college athletics, and much, much more. Check it out every day on RadioTroy.com.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
At Richmond Power & Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power & Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. And each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Only $3.50 at Subway. With it being the weekend, today is the Black Forest ham. Tomorrow, the meatball marinara. And as you get ready for a brand new week, Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. We'll be announcing the Subway sum of the game after tonight's contest. By the way, want to invite all of you to make sure you support all of our sponsors. They make this possible for us to bring you the games right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports. If it's not for them, we don't do the games. So make sure you support all of our sponsors. Well, here we go. Quarter number 3. By the way, IU ended up losing today to Butler. Notre Dame had the lead over Purdue before the Boilermakers came back, won that one. Kentucky, they ended up beating North Carolina today. What a game that one was. So Connersville basketball to open things up here in the third. Garrett Silcott, 11 points in that opening half with the basketball now for the Spartans. Here's the backdoor cut by Belt, and we have an offensive foul, and yes, we do. Good position underneath by Keyshawn Clemens, and Belt picks up his second team, and should say now that is the 4th turnover for Connersville. One thing we better change on that scoreboard is that right there. We are in the third quarter. So it'll be Red Devil basketball for the first time here in the third. Ferguson on the high post, back to Harvey. Harvey now picks up his dribble. AJ on the baseline, jumper short. Clemens rebound, and his putback is going to be knocked out of his hand, so a block shot for the Spartans. Clemens nearly getting a piece of Silcott that time. Here's Belt driving, hands off, and the layup good at the other end as Isaacs lays it in. He has 7. Well, they do a nice job of knowing where their teammates are. Here's Harvey, stops, thought about the 3, covered up by Isaacs. Griffin now with the basketball. Clemens posting up underneath. Clemens will receive. Jump hook in the lane. Didn't get his shoulders square on that shot. And it'll be Connersville basketball. Clemens will have to make his offensive game more of a threat if Richmond is to be any type of a threat themselves in the sectional tournament. Ball goes out of bounds, and I'm pretty sure Smith touched it last, and he did. That's a good call right there. Smith reaching out to grab it. 5th turnover now for Connersville. And one thing about Keyshawn Clemens, too, is that he'll have to let this game slow down a little bit for him. Red Devils basketball, 1-point lead. AJ will hand off once again. That is Christian Harvey at the elbow. Harvey against Isaacs. Drives baseline, and Harvey gets the layup. Harvey in double figures now with 10. And the Red Devils back up by 3. Still think this is a much better basketball team when they do that. Silcott will drive. Clemens able to force the turnover. Here's Harvey with the left hand, too hard. Clemens offensive rebound. Clemens kicks out to Harvey in the corner. AJ will set the screen. Harvey picks up his dribble. Keep your dribble a little bit longer there. Griffin will clear him out here on the near side. 5:48 remaining in period 3. Harvey will give it off now to Griffin. Griffin gets the screen, and three-pointer rims in and out. Clemens with the offensive rebound once again. Here's Harvey down the lane. They'll get him for a travel. 7 turnovers now by Richmond. Coach Wedlow, you see him looking for some answers on that travel. Red Devils with their 7th turnover. 6 turnovers by Connersville. Silcott once again on the drive. And bucket good. Nice pass to Huffman, and Huffman will go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Keyshawn Clemens, his 3rd. Well, what the Spartans have done a nice job of is they make that penetration, and the big man has to come over. By the time he does, Huffman coming off that baseline, and he misses the free throw. Everybody's just kind of standing around right there. No concentration apparently on the free throw. Here's Harvey, stripped out of his hands. Ball loose, gets it back, layup good. Harvey staying right with it. 32-29. Red Devils back up by 3. Here's Isaacs, shot fake against A.J. Ferguson. The cut by Silcott. Silcott, reverse layup, no good. Harvey with a rebound as he takes it away from Huffman. Here comes Harvey. Quickly across the timeline. Stop, shoots the 3 short. Really didn't get his legs underneath him. Here's Smith. He's been quiet tonight. Smith to Belt. His three-pointer the way. Good. And all of a sudden, this game is tied, and the Red Devils turn it over again. 8th turnover. Here's Belt from the other side. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Griffin. Coming up on the 4-minute mark, Coach Wedlow wants a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, tied at 32.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Back here at the Tiernan Center, tonight's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy those huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and many, many more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts voted #1 in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. After the game tonight, we'll name the Subway sub of the game, the Wesley Bates Wealth Management player of the game. Every time Richmond starts to make a little bit of a run, the Spartans hang right in there, and this one right now kind of reminding you a little bit last night. Richmond plays well in spurts. Can they be more consistent? 8 turnovers by Richmond here tonight. Richmond with the basketball. And we're at the halfway mark of this third quarter. Hampton at the top of the key. Here is a 3 by Wedlow. It's good. Ricky Wedlow now with 10. Big three-pointer for the freshman. And Richmond leading it by 3 once again. Dalton Lee in the ball game now for the Spartans. Coming off the screen is Belt. Lee looking for an opening. Goes back once again to Silcott. Out in the high post was Isaacs. Here's the drive by Silcott. Blocked out of bounds and no foul. It'll stay Connersville basketball. Smith will inbound. Isaacs wide open. Jumper short. Rebound battled for, and I think they may have gotten A.J. Ferguson over the top. So A.J. picked up his 3rd. Smith again off the inbound. Here's Belt. Three-pointer. Good. And you can't leave that young man all by himself. And Belt ties the ball game, now 35. 3:17 remaining. Wedlow nearly goes down. In fact, a little worried there he might have hurt his left ankle on that step. Now it'll be Harvey. Wedlow at the elbow, guarded there by Dalton Lee. There's your screen. Back once again to Hampton. Hampton looks inside to Ferguson. Ferguson posting, doesn't get it. Back outside again to Harvey. Once again, it'll be Hampton. Here's a screen. A.J. on the roll, and boy, it was a good thought, but the pass not quite there as it goes out of bounds. There you see Rick Wedlow, head coach for Richmond. That young man will work from the time the tip off to the very end. Harvey drives and scores. 14 now by Harvey, and the Red Devils back up by 2. .232 remaining now in the third quarter. Silcott. Isaacs on the post. Hands off once again to Lee. Here's Smith. Well, they got to get Smith going at some time. The kick in the corner. Here's Belt for another three. Gets it again, and he's on a roll. And Connersville leads it by 1. Red Devils haven't found him a couple of times here. In fact, 3 times in the third. Spartans trying to stay undefeated. Red Devils trying to pick up just their second win of the year. Here's Wedlow. He'll drive off the glass. No good. Rebound Smith leading the pack. Here's Lee. Lee can't get it to go. Smith tried to dunk it. No, that was Silcott who tried to dunk it off the miss. And here come the Red Devils off the rebound. 1:37 to go. Here's Harvey. Hampton will receive right in front of the Richmond bench. Crossover to the right hand. Now it'll be Harvey. Covered up there defensively by Lee. 1:20 to go. That is Harvey at midcourt as the Red Devils make a shift right here. Here's Griffin. He's been quiet here in the second half. The screen by Ferguson. He'll pass up that screen. Griffin back out to A.J. and he'll swing it quickly to Wedlow. Now it'll be Harvey. Harvey will clear him out. Harvey driving, stops, pulls up on the three. In and out, then goes back down. Big bucket by Christian Harvey. And Richmond leads it by 2. 17 by Harvey, 9 of those here in the third quarter. Silcott across the timeline, gives it off now to Isaacs. Isaacs guarded by A.J. Ferguson. The hot man has been Noah Belt. Will they try to get him another one? 27 seconds remaining. You see the clock right there in the background. Here's Isaacs at the midcourt circle. Again, the quiet guy here tonight, you thought he wouldn't be, is Grant Smith. Only 3 points, and that 3 came very early. But Connersville, without their leading scorer, performing tonight. Silcott drives, and a foul's going to be called on Richmond. But without Smith even scoring tonight, they're still within 2. Foul's going to be called on Wedlow. He just picked up his second. Sullenbarger comes in, and Dalton Lee will sit down. Reveille back in once again, and this will give Silcott a little bit of a break. 9.4 remaining. Spartans will inbound. Do so on the left wing to Sullenbarger. 6.1 seconds to go. Here's a shot by Smith. Missed it, got the rebound, put back good. And Smith able to get his own miss and lays it in, and we're going to be going to the fourth quarter all tied up on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, knotted at 40. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Did you know Richmond High School offers 15 advanced placement courses through a partnership with the University of Notre Dame? Did you know Richmond High School had the first high school orchestra in the United States? And did you know Richmond High School is home to a national championship team in the Business Professionals of America? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Final 8 minutes, barring an overtime, as these two teams had decided nothing after 3. Noah Belt with 9 points in that quarter. Christian Harvey with 9 of his own. 9 of the 12 scored by the Red Devils in that third quarter. Christian Harvey now with 17 points. Ricky Wedlow, he has 10. And it will be Richmond basketball here in the fourth quarter. Hampton starts to drive, cut off there by Belt, and back outside once again to Griffin. Well, to Griffin, 5 points, all coming in the first half. Hampton on the drive, high off the glass, missed it. Smith with a rebound, and Smith will bring it across the timeline. In the corner, Belt passes up the 3, the kick out. Here's another 3 on the way, good. That is Bo Isaacs. Well, they've now picked up their 4th three-pointer the second half, and the Red Devils down by 3. Here's Wedlow. Wedlow looking for some movement here, so Hampton will come up and receive the basketball. Wedlow off the right wing. Back out again to Hampton. Here's A.J. to set that high screen. He'll slip the screen. Off again to Harvey at the left elbow. Harvey guarded by Silcott. Here's Harvey. Back outside once again to Griffin. Richmond's offense bogged down a little bit once again. Wedlow hands off to Harvey. Harvey will drive, and he got hammered on the way. And he'll go to the line for 2. Isaacs picks up number 1. That's only the second team foul on Connersville. Apparently they're going to say no shots. Red Devils will have to dump this one to the backcourt. Well, I don't know. Maybe the ball just didn't get above his waist, but he was certainly driving to the basket. Here's Harvey once again. Now it'll be Wedlow. Wedlow, he'll drive, and we've got another foul call. This will be on Noah Belt, his 3rd. 6:23 remaining. That's A.J. Ferguson. And the Red Devils will set it up now to Harvey. Ferguson out to set that screen. Let's see what Harvey will do with it. Harvey stops. We'll find Wedlow. His three-pointer's on the way. Missed it. And the rebound, Smith. Here's Silcott across the timeline. Smith out front, guarded there by Harvey. Entry pass down low. Bucket good. And Bo Isaacs, a chance to get a three-point play as he got inside against Wedlow and had the size advantage. And the Red Devils now down by 5 here in the fourth quarter. That's a pretty nice pass inside to Isaacs. And, boy, Isaacs so much bigger than Wedlow. 13 points now by Bo Isaacs. And your biggest lead by Connersville in quite some time at 6. Red Devils basketball. Richmond still unable to score here in the fourth quarter. Here's Griffin. Now it'll be Wedlow once again. Wedlow back to Griffin on the wing. And right now you see Connersville, they really have opened things up defensively. Here's a 3 by Trey, or take that back, Christian Harvey for 3. And the Red Devils back to within 3. We're going to keep it here for this timeout. 20 points now by Harvey. But you can see when you watch that Connersville defense how they've extended outside the lane. They're really forcing Richmond to shoot that three-point shot. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. And they have an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice, and it'll go in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this ad when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-30-400. Christian Harvey with 20 points. We'd mentioned Wedlow with 10. But Griffin with 5 in the first half. Hampton with 5. They have not scored in the second half, so Richmond's got to get somebody besides Wedlow and Harvey going offensively. By the way, Silcott did not score in that third quarter after having 11 in the first half. Red Devils will now press. A very soft man-to-man as Silcott will work it against Wedlow. Silcott on the drive. Now it'll be Isaacs back out to Smith. Smith at 6'6", doesn't play down low that often. The screen, Silcott with the basketball with the left hand, coming up on 5 minutes. Back to the right, down the lane. Scoop shot, no. Contact, no whistle. Coming out Christian Harvey. Here's Harvey. Down the lane, and Smith got the block, but they're going to say got a piece of the body. And so Smith will pick up his third.
Foul's going to be on Smith, his third.
And Christian Harvey will go to the line. Harvey 0 for 1 tonight. That came way back in the opening period. We're talking about Connersville hanging around. Richmond at one point had a 9-point lead, let that get away. And now Connersville trying to put Richmond away at some point here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw is good. Leverett back in. And Wedlow will sit down. Dalton Lee checking back in for Connersville. A 1-point lead right now for the Spartans, and they have the basketball. Here is Silcott off the inbound. He's really their one true point guard that they have. He's not coming out of the ball game very often. Here's Smith off the left elbow. Check there by Griffin. Now be Isaacs. 4:40 remaining in the fourth. Belt, who had that huge third quarter, at the elbow. Now will drive. Stops, looks back outside. Once again, it'll be Lee. Inside, and a whistle as they got it inside to Smith. And the Red Devils called for the foul. That's only team foul number 5. That's AJ. That is going to be number 4. So now Tylee Hampton will check back in, and A.J. Ferguson will have to sit down. Ferguson at only 6 foot. Always battling players much bigger than him. Here's the inbound, and boy, a lot of contact, no whistle. 2-on-1 break. Harvey, bucket good. Again, Richmond able to score off of the turnover. Boy, Spartans thought there was a foul call, and they had Bo Isaacs underneath against Hampton. And Isaacs thought he got his arm ripped off. 47-46. Here's the drive. Bucket good by Silcott. His first basket of the second half. We continue to go back and forth. 48-47. Under 4 minutes remaining. Harvey's going to clear everybody out on the right. Harvey will now find Hampton. Now it'll be Griffin. Harvey was going to probably take that, but he looked down underneath, and you had Bo Isaacs waiting on help side defense. Here's Griffin once again. Back out to Harvey, 3:27 to go. Clemens setting that high screen. Harvey passes up the three, goes to Griffin. Griffin back out to Hampton. Here's Hampton driving out to Harvey. Three-pointer, no. And Leverett runs down the loose basketball. Offensive rebound, Leverett. Red Devils get another chance. Under 3 minutes to go. And this is the kind of game Connersville wants from a standpoint of the score in the 40s, low 50s. Harvey try to break down the defender. Off now to Hampton. Hampton back out front. Richmond will have to reset again. They got Clemens and Leverett running the baseline. Here's Griffin. 2.5. Here's Harvey. Harvey driving in the lane. Back outside. Griffin for three. In and out. Can't get it to fall. Isaacs with a rebound. And that was about as close as you're going to get. Now what will the Spartans try to do? 1 point lead. Do they use some clock right here? Boy, that was close. Leverett coming up, looking for the steal from Silcott. I'm sure you run your offensive sets. If you have a good look, you take it, but I don't know if you shoot anything from the outside. Unless it's wide open. Nice spin here by Lee, and timeout by Connersville. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 48-47 Spartans.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Well, the Red Devils down by one here late in the fourth quarter. Spartans got the timeout. We'll see what they'll try to do. I would imagine try to spread the floor. If you get the layup, fantastic. Otherwise, try to at least make the Spartans foul you. There you see the clock there in the background, and Spartans will inbound here on the sideline. They don't generally inbound to score. They inbound just to keep the possession. And here's Silcott. Wedlow will guard Silcott out front. Clemens going to guard Lee. That's a certain mismatch from a quickness standpoint, especially if Lee is going to continue to play outside. Here's Silcott once again. And out to receive is Dalton Lee. Low-scoring fourth quarter. Boy, right now, if you're Connersville, just run your motion offense, and Red Devils still have to get 2 more fouls. That's A.J., and A.J. just fouled out. He will go scoreless tonight. Hampton coming in, so the Red Devils lose a rebounder. So A.J. out of the ball game for Richmond. Tylee Hampton back in. Spartans will inbound. They go backdoor against Clemens. Bo Isaacs got fouled. Boy, you could see that coming from the very start, and Clemens got trapped behind. And so Bo Isaacs will go to the line, and that'll be Clemens' 4th.
Fouls on Clemens, his 4th.
We just said a little bit ago that Connersville generally doesn't inbound to score, but when Richmond played up so far, nobody back as an outlet. And Clemens playing way too far outside on that inbound. And Isaacs, though, he's a veteran player. He saw it and made the Red Devils pay, 49-47. 1:08 remaining. Still a one-possession game. So now the Spartans leading it by 3. Connersville will be back here in the Wedig. They'll be a tough team to beat. Here's Hampton. Back to Harvey. Now under a minute remaining. Will the Red Devils go for 3 right here? Griffin back out once again to Wedlow. Here's Harvey. Harvey spots up, looks for the 3. Back out. Here's Griffin. His three-pointer way off the mark, and the rebound by Harvey. And the Red Devils unable to execute. 37 seconds. You better come up and foul right here. You got to send him to the line. They're going to run out of time eventually. Here's Isaacs. They'll double team out front, and Christian Harvey just picked up the foul.
Fouls on Harvey, his second.
Team foul number 8. So Bo Isaacs, who just nailed a couple of free throws. You see the clock at 27.7. And you just had a guy stand at the free throw line a little bit ago, so his rhythm's working pretty well, and all of a sudden it's a 2-possession game. Isaacs with his second. Boy, he's had a nice fourth quarter. Let's go and get you a scoring update real quick. Silcott 13, Lee with 3, 10 points by Belt, Smith with only 5. 4 points by Huffman. Bo Isaacs 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, 12. 17 points by Bo Isaacs tonight. Ricky Wedlow with 10 for the Red Devils. Nothing in the fourth. Clemens with 2. Griffin with 5. 24 points tonight by Harvey. Tylee Hampton with 5. He has not scored in the second half. And Leverett with a point. So you look at the Red Devils scoring in the second half. They've gotten 3 from Wedlow, and they ended with 9, 10, 11, 17 points by Harvey. So they've got no production out of Griffin, Clemens, Ferguson, Hampton, or Leverett in the second half. It's been all Christian Harvey. Other than the 1-3 by Ricky Wedlow, Richmond has gotten no production at all in this second half. They've got to find a way for consistency with this basketball team. Instead of scoring 2 or 4 or 5 in the first period, scoring nothing into the fourth, you got to have at least a couple of points, I would think, in every quarter if you're going to be consistent scorer. 27.7 remaining. And now the Red Devils down by 2 possessions. Got to go here. Here's Harvey. He'll find Wedlow driving down the lane. Scoop shot is good, and Richmond will call a timeout. Wedlow now with 12. So they get the 2. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail it by 3.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
17 seconds remaining in this one. 52-49, and Richmond will press. Running full court is Smith. He got behind Griffin. Smith will give it off to Silcott. Layup good, and that's going to do it. Red Devils are going to lose here tonight as there's a foul. Boy, but they ran Smith long and nobody was back. Smith could have went down and dunked it, I'm sure, but he went in, reversed, and gave it up to Silcott. I'll take that back. Well, that is a foul, but it's only the 5th now in Connersville, so they had a couple of fouls. Still have one more to give. 8.7 to go. Here's Harvey. Harvey, crossover, back to Griffin, lost it, and another foul called on Bo Isaacs before the shot. 3.1. Well, a disappointing performance for Richmond, especially in the second half. They've only scored 21 points in the second half, 9 in the fourth quarter. 3.1 to go. Here's Harvey for 3. That's going to be way short, and the Red Devils lose another one here tonight. Your final score on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard: Connersville 54, Richmond 49. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment. This is Richmond Basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, well, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU, focused on you.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Well, as we wrap it up here at the Tiernan Center, don't forget you can join us on Facebook Live for the post-game with head coach Rick Wedlow as he'll talk to the media in our press conference following his talk with the team. Here's how things lined out for the Spartans tonight. They were led by Bo Isaacs with 17, 15 by Garrett Silcott, 10 points by Noah Belt, 9 of those in the third, 5 points by Grant Smith, Dalton Huffman with 4, and Dalton Lee with 3. For the Red Devils, they're led by Christian Harvey with 24, Ricky Wedlow with 12, 5 points by Trey Griffin, 5 by Tylee Hampton, 2 points by Keyshawn Clemens, and a single point by Marcus Leverett. So the Red Devils fall to 1-6, and now Connersville improving to 6-0. The Red Devils will be off until the Wedig tournament. And so the holiday break is upon us. Well, actually, we do play on the 21st, against Central Christian out of Indianapolis. So I take that back. So one more game before the holiday break here at the Tiernan Center. The Subway sub of the game tonight, we'll give that to Tylee Hampton, 5 points off the bench for the Red Devils tonight. And once again, the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. And Christian Harvey unable to do it all by himself, as he did finish with 24 points. And so he finishes with the 24, the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you again on about 4 days from now. So on Tuesday night? Is that what Tuesday is? Tuesday or Wednesday night for the next game. Central Christian Academy will be here out of Indianapolis, and we'll be on the air at 7 with the pregame 7:30 with the tip-off. But your final score, Connersville 54, Richmond 49. Thanks for being with us, and don't forget, join us on Facebook Live for the comments from head coach Rick Wedlow. That'll do it. Red Devils lose tonight by 5. This has been Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.